Hey guys, welcome back to another video today. Right now I'm starting out in the quad track. I'm gonna get this thing fired up here. This way. Hang on, let me get it fired up first. It doesn't like it when you don't have it in a park. Whoever drove this thing last didn't have it in park, just had it in neutral when they parked it. And it doesn't like that, so I gotta raise up the seat. But I got the fuel carburetor hooked on. I mean, it's been hooked on for a couple days already, but that fuel right there, I'll be working eventually, but I gotta go put some new shanks or some shovels on this thing. And raising it up because somebody didn't lock the hydraulic so it wouldn't go down. And then if we did get a little bit of rain last night, I mean not a lot, just like a little bit, so I might give that field a little bit of time to get to dry. We did not get much though. It was not that much rain at all. It was like just enough to get everything a little bit moist, like just to keep the dust down basically. And so you actually had pig rocks in that field. I was going to show some of it, but I kind of forgot about it, and then I just didn't. And they brought the planter today that we're going to use to plant that, because we're planting alfalfa in that field. And so first I'm going to work the field. We're going to see, because this one has baskets on it, so we're going to see how level it makes the field. Because with the planter we got, we might have to roll the field first and then plant, just to get the best result off of that planter. So yeah, I'm gonna go get this thing fixed up or place some of the shovels on it, and eventually we'll be getting in the field. All right, I got the fuel carburetor up in the shop. By the shop here, I got on a folder already, and what is that? Okay, but I got a couple of these off already that were pretty worn down. I'm just going through and checking on a lot of these here, seeing what ones I should take off. And it's mostly just the front ones. All the back ones you can tell are pretty good yet. There's some ones like this here that still got plenty of life left, but I don't know, there's a couple more. There's one that was like really bad that I took off already. Kind of just going through checking them first, taking them off, and then I'll come through with new ones. Like this one here is kind of probably won't last too long. Kind of just take the hammer and just knock them off and throw them out there, and I'll pick them up once I go up there. One thing about working on fuel carburetors, you gotta know how to army crawl, because it's not very exciting to crawl underneath here. A lot of these here look pretty good. Actually ain't that many down here. So I'll go back through and put the new ones on. Now I want to carry some with me just in case some of these do go bad. And then, yeah. Got the fuel carburetor fixed. We got all new sweeps on there. I had to go to town to get some more parts because they were not the right ones. So I'm just getting her all folded here. If you can see. So I'll be working this field right here, you can see. And then planting alfalfa in this field then too. And yeah, get stuff done. He's in the ground. Yep. Working pretty good. Eventually I'll get out here and check it, see how deep we are, but right now I just want to go around the field to get a little more smoothed out. So when I go up and down the field, and then when I turn around, I don't, it's a little bit easier on the drags in the back. So I'll do that first and then go up and down. Alright, I just did a boundary around the field. I forgot to set on this, so I guess I won't have that for right now, but this field's gonna be a alfalfa, so I probably won't be working this field for a while anyways. But I got my autos here set now. We're just gonna head out here and see what type of depth we're at here. Oh, I almost fell. But here, we're now in the ground. I think we could probably go a little bit deeper. I think we could. Yeah, because we're only going like. Because right there when it gets hard, so we could probably go a hair deeper, I think. But otherwise, it's doing a good job. The baskets are doing pretty good. And you can't really adjust too much on these baskets, but it looks like they're actually doing pretty good. To adjust, just gotta go up in the front and turn some dials up there or whatever. And so it goes a little bit deeper. I think we're gonna want to go a little bit deeper because these back shings are bringing in there. So I think we can go a little bit deeper and then see how it goes from there. Alright, we just put it down a little bit more. I think we were going about 4 or 5 inches before, or 4 inches. We're just going a little bit deeper. It don't gotta be extremely deep, you know, just alfalfa, but you want to still be deep enough. And it seems to be working pretty good right now. It seems to be fairly level too, so it should be pretty good, I think. Working up pretty nicely right now. There's definitely some wet spots over there, where the lake is. So won't be able to do the entire field, but there's more of it that's dry than wet, so we can at least go. It's working pretty good. Yeah. Just going to turn around here, and then I'll get more footage when I kind of gotta get this thing set up a little bit more, and eventually I can just go. So yeah. Alright, I do got the officer set kind of where I want it. It's overlapping just a little bit, but not too much. And I'm driving 6 miles an hour. See that? That one there I was driving more like 5 something. Now I'm doing 6 miles an hour, and you can tell I'm doing quite a bit nicer job. Yeah, it's doing pretty good. So then we got it set fairly where we want it now, and now I can just go. really, you see this here, it's pretty nice. It's good moisture here. We're a little more of a down, you know, more of a this area, but like around the lake here is definitely a lot more wet. There's a couple spots over there, there's still standing water yet, so kind of working around them spots for now. And yeah. Alright, we're still going here. Everything's been going pretty smoothly so far. We don't got a whole lot of field left, but got a decent amount left yet. And yeah, this ground is working out really nice. Other than the wet spots around the lake a little bit there. We're not gonna wait for that to dry to work it, or we're not now, because by the time we wait for that to get done drying, it'll be like a bit of a May already. So we're just working around it for now. And I mean, 95% of the field is dry. It's just around the lake that's wetter. So if we're just working around that for now, we'll come back and plant it whenever. And I'm just gonna make it work for now. And so we don't have the corn planter back yet from being worked on. Again, I was here putting that tractor, so we haven't got it back yet. So we're kind of waiting on that yet. So once we get that back, and then we will be able to start planting corn. Yeah, this before spring here now, we brought this harvester in to get it fixed, because before you literally could not do anything on the screen. On the left side of the screen, you couldn't do anything. You couldn't hit no buttons, and to hit the auto steer button to actually turn on the auto steer, you really had to push it to do anything. So we brought it in, they had to put a new screen on it, and now it works. It works really good. You actually can just hit the button, and it engages right away. You don't have to sit here trying to get the thing to engage, and it works so much better. It's really nice. I guess you can use the whole, you can use everything on it now, not just half of it. Before it's like, it was so hard to use anything on here because you couldn't hit no buttons, but now you can hit all the buttons you want now, so works really good. working the field until I get her done. So got not a whole lot left to do. We're seeing here now. Before you couldn't hardly hit no buttons, but down here on this side you can easily hit the buttons now. On this side too, you actually can hit buttons normally. But I'm gonna sit here for half an hour to try to hit one button. But I mean, the rest of today I'll just be working this field, and there's not much else to show. Pretty self-explanatory, just go up and down the field. So wasn't that much of a video. It was not that much of a video today, but I just wanted to do something, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and catch you in the next one.